Good evening, everyone. It's party time.
It is party time.
It is indeed. Look, we have our little counter going there. 56 minutes on the website. We're very excited and so pleased to see you all there in the chat with us tonight. Isn't it really exciting? I'm like a big kid. Dean, however, has been coughing his lungs up. I personally think he's cuddled the cat so much that he's got a fur ball, because he was fine earlier and then all of a sudden he's like cough, 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 cough. So if he does start sputtering, we'll just pop him on mute.
Yes, I think it's just a bit of a scratchy throat. Nothing wrong. Nothing much.
No, he's not allowed to be tired, Jack. He's
No,
not
I'm
allowed
not.
to be tired.
No.
But
Tiredness is a sign of weakness, and weakness is not tolerated.
Not here. No, it's not. Who have we got in the chat though, Dean? Should we have a look?
Yes, let's have a look.
We have a Cam. Hello, Cam. And look, Michael
Party from Michael.
Showing his prowess there with Party. Oh, look, we have a Lost Law Scholar. Hello, Jack.
Hiya, Jack.
I hope little Lost Law Scholar's tucked up in bed. Don't know who this Dean is. No, we're going to ignore him. But we have a Lower Eves who's stuck in a meeting.
Oh, no.
No.
We will try and be entertaining then.
You've got to laugh in your meetings. That's the law. And of course, we have Cyrus. Hey,
Cyrus.
Oh, look at this. Look, we have party balloons. Woo! Oh, and we have a Jeffrem Denkar. Hello, lovely to see you. And you are quite correct. It's a very exciting, albeit a tiny bit stressful day today.
It has.
Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit stressful.
When there are only two people, there's a lot to be done. A lot. And we've had, to be honest, we've had some great help from other people, but even then it is so much to do.
It has been. Oh, look, we have Tim Kiddes. Hello.
Hiya, Tim Kiddes.
To see you guys. Oh, I can't speak. No. I don't know about anything. I think you should have let me have that tipple, Dean. Dean banned my tipple. Something about the fact that I have work tomorrow, and he said that there was no drinking.
No.
It's boring.
No drinking at all. No drinking. No capes. No drinking.
Puh.
Yes, the Lost Law Scholar did help. So this is, if I bring up his yes, Jack. So I've read through everything. Vicky's read through everything. We've had several other people read through everything. A good friend of mine, Ian, picked up a couple of things that got missed by all of us. And then on top of that, he missed the thing that Jack picked up. So it's like, no matter how many people you have going through everything, there's bound to be one thing that slips through and hits the final version.
That's all right. You've tweaked it. You've tweaked it.
I have.
The Jolly Roger.
Hey, Jolly Roger.
Roger's there. And look,
we got it.
We've got a Paladin Steve.
Greetings, Paladin Steve.
Oh, look what else we've got. We've got a Kenneth.
We have a Kenneth. Good to see you, Kenneth. And we've got another one.
Oh, we've got a Yang. Hello.
Hiya, Yang. Oh, I hope things are going well. I can't wait to get my hands on Empire: The Undying Sun. So I hope it's moving together. Oh, wow, we've got a Runesmith as well. Thank you so much.
Hello, Runesmith. Lovely to see you tonight. Look at this. We've got a lovely chat tonight.
Yeah. And we loved having that one shot with you. And the basic version doesn't have summoned creatures, but the advanced version does, which is next year. And your rune caster will definitely be a feature in that. So thank you so much for popping into the chat. And yes, really appreciate it.
And can I just say, Jolly Roger, Yes, not even Mountain Dew. I have
Mm.
water. He's allowed me some water. Look at
We
this.
both have water.
Both have our water because, you know, something about work in the morning.
I don't know. I
And
think it's something more about your gout and the fact that you have a drop of alcohol and then you all I get is
no
the
one needs to
pain,
know
oh
I'm
my
old.
joints.
No one needs to know I'm old.
We did have an evening coffee though to perk us up and to get us ready. Yes,
that seemed to work for me, not quite so much for you.
I know.
But yes, so we are here. It is time for Basic Edition. So we've been really, really busy. So I was at work today. We finished. So I've had to do a full update on the website. So it's been quite amusing, really, because it's amazing how quickly things get out of date. And I went to have a look at it the other day, and it said, "Oh, we're releasing our adventure in January." I'm like, I haven't updated that. So we have actually done a full update on the website. So the front looks pretty much the same, but the About Us has been updated. Oh, look, there is me. Yes. It was playing up earlier. See, look, there's me. So we've updated that. Obviously, the cats, the most important employees that we have are obviously on the website. And then we have, of course, Untold Destiny with our little countdowns. We've also got the countdown for the adventure, which, because we love this stress, don't we, Dean?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do. So we were going to go directly from this launch into finishing off. So all we've got to do is the editing on the adventure. Dean's transferred it now into Basic Edition from the Advanced where it was, and that will be out end of July. So not only are we launching our first level taster rules tonight, but we're also commencing the countdown to our adventure at the end of July.
I know. It is, and it's it should be a charming adventure. It's your classic town right next to a dungeon that has been discovered, and it's all about uncovering the secrets of that dungeon. So it's a lovely introductory adventure, part of a much larger campaign setting. But we will be releasing the kind of first chapter of that at the end of next month, and there is a little trick I came across, and I got GUI Cube to thank for this, where they extract the kind of narrative stuff of the adventure with the mechanics of the adventure. So you have two books and you can have a description of the dungeon, but alongside that you have all your creatures and traps and stuff like that. So you're not flicking back and forth constantly in one book. You have them side by side and they support each other. So you can focus purely on the kind of narrative stuff and keep a track of any mechanical stuff you need to reference at the same time. And I have tried that in one of the playtests, and it works incredibly well. So we're putting that into action, but there's a lot of editing work to be done there. And as we found out, how long does editing take?
So yes, talking about lessons learned, we originally were planning to launch the adventure back in December, and we found out that editing takes quite a bit of time. And then, of course, because we decided then to go and take our advanced, and instead of finishing off all of the books, to actually move to the basic to give people a chance to get rolling and get familiar with our mechanics before the advanced comes up, that meant we had to pivot to that. And the editing has probably taken us 3 or 4 times as long as we originally thought it was going to take. And it's amazing how you underestimate it if you haven't done it before. So just my 2 penneth for any indies out there, if you think about your draft that you're doing, then add the same amount of time for the editing, because you basically go through your first draft, then you almost need to do a second draft where you're correcting some of the language. Then you have to do your editing to get your spelling and your grammar correct. So you're almost going through it a good, we must have been through it now 5 or 6 times to get it where we want it. However, can I just say, yeah, no plan survives contact with the enemy. Absolutely 100%, Jack. But when you haven't done it before, it's amazing. You don't know what you're expecting. So it was one of the biggest lessons I think we've learned.
Yeah.
But however, can I just compliment Dean on how fast he has picked up how to do layouts? I was a little bit worried because it took me so long. And one of the other things with editing, what did I try doing, Dean?
Yes. So a big pro tip here. If you're doing editing and everything's in a Word document, typically you create your first drafts in Word documents because it's much easier than InDesign, which can be a little bit finicky, or whatever software you use. Don't try and do all the layouts in Word because, you know, you could get very frustrated and then have me look over your shoulder and go, why are you doing all of that? I'm just going to do it in InDesign at a fraction of the time it takes for you to do it in Word. And when Vicky kind of got that message, which is Word is all about just editing, it's the content. InDesign then is where we pull together the look and the feel. And I tell you what, hats off to Adobe. InDesign has been incredible. The speed of which I've been able to put stuff together, to mess around with the layouts. A little bit finicky in places. You've got to watch where your columns are going and stuff like that. But I had access to some great tutorials and I was up and running before you know it. And it's good. I like it. I really do like it.
Thank you very much. We've got the brass Drake in the chat. So lovely to see you. Haven't spoken to you in what seems like forever. So it's great to see you here. But yes, even if I look at the growth of our journey since 2024, and even in the last year, since we actually met up with the brass Drake, Vixen and Jack, just how far we've come since then. You know, from being 2 people who didn't like social media, we've sort of changed quite a lot.
It was almost a year ago. I think.
No fighting,
yes,
boys.
No fighting now. This is a place of neutrality, a Babylon 5, if you will, for the fantasy genre.
Yes. Totally.
Yes. What was it? It was I say about 9 months ago, October, Gloucester. And boy, we were. I was asking Jack, you know, if I get an invite to appear on a show, should I actually go out of my way to do it? And Jack was like, yes. And now I appear regularly on the Babylon 5 show with Sci-Fi Snob, which I absolutely love. Just been so busy, I missed the last one. It was in the middle of the heat wave. We'd just finished a 2-hour with I'm trying to remember, that
Driving and
Dragons. That we were sweating, and I was looking at trying to sleep.
We were mopping our brow. Yeah, we were mopping our brow.
Trying to sleep for about 4 hours before getting up to do Babylon 5, and the heat just wasn't dissipating. And I had to get Madman to step in for me, unfortunately. But it was I think we made the mistake. So this is another pro tip. We have these coolers, and these coolers, you put water in the bottom, you put these ice packs in the top, and it brings the water down.
And they're brilliant.
So we got these, I think it was about 2019, during one of the heat waves, and they were great. They really cooled us down. The problem you've got is the more humid the heat wave is, and we've had, this last one was incredibly humid. All it does is put more moisture into the atmosphere, making it even more humid and making the problem even worse. So we were pouring with sweat, mostly of our own making, as our air conditioning units were just pouring more moisture into the atmosphere and making it worse. So yeah,
it was quite amusing. But yes, so we've come a long way. The editing definitely took us longer. Also trying to make sure that we get all of the art in time. I have to say, hats off to Lewis. Lewis has done an absolute sterling job for us, and it's been really great working with Lewis, and all of the other artists that we've got in the books. Definitely But yes, it's been trying to get those little bits and pieces, isn't it? It's amazing how you find that sort of white space, and Dean's there trying to find artwork that we've got that will fill it. So,
it
but
is. Yeah.
it's come together. I have to say, I'm really proud of it. I will. What I would say is there will be the odd little mistake in it, but it's not for the want of trying. And the whole point of this is we are going to ask you all for feedback. So I want you all to get rolling, don't we, Dean?
We do absolutely. Just want you grabbing those rules, have a good read through. If you can get a group together, just grab a group, run anything with the rules. There we got 14 creatures in there of various levels, and just have a play, just have a blast. Let me know how well you do, how easy it is to pick it up, whether there's any issues with running it, anything that any advice I could have given you to help you with that process. Bearing in mind the GMA, which is our Games Masters advice section, is a very sort of cut down from compared to what the main book will have. But hopefully it's enough to get you up and running and to get that first level sorted out. But I'm trying to think. It's with it being only 2 of us, and you get a lot of big
Just
teams
the
that they'll have like
2
8 plus, 10 plus. I mean, you look at Paizo, they're 20 plus people in there. When you've got more eyes looking at what's being done, more people looking at the content that's being generated and looking for those mistakes, it becomes easier to see the ones that slip through. And when you've got a process like that, the level of quality you can get is, I say quality. I think we got a really cracking quality
I was
product,
about to come
for
through and get
2 of
just
us.
clip you around the ear on
Yeah.
then. No, not just for the 2 of us.
Mm.
You always do this.
I know I
He's
do.
too modest, guys, right? The quality is blooming excellent, right? I would say that even if you take one of the Wizards of the Coast books, I mean, 1, our art is amazing, and 2, it looks good, it's clean, it's easy to read. And yeah, will there be the odd mistake? Probably. But if you pick them up, let us know. We'll get it fixed. Because when we actually get through to the October launch with the actual full book, yes, you should, Jack. Totally. When you actually get the full book that we're going to be launching on the backer kit in October, that we'll be basically moving straight from the adventure into finishing all of that. And that is going to be finished early so we can go through it again and go through it again and give it to people so they can go through it and to feedback. And the reason for this is we're determined to hit the highest possible quality that we can. All right. It is yes, UD does beat DD any day. Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely. So what I want to do is we want to make sure that it is the top quality. We have Jamie Noble currently working on our front cover for the release in October. And boy, it's going to be a good one.
Oh,
and
it is.
We have got some sublime artwork coming from Lewis down the track, haven't we, Dean?
We have. And just to say, Kenneth, I would love Untold Destiny to become your fantasy RPG of choice. And that's, we're not just dumping something and then moving on to another project. This is going to grow and grow. There's so many tools I want available for to support the way I want to run a game. And that will include things like, players setting up strongholds and domain play and all of these options where as you go beyond your initial levels and you begin to get higher levels, the style of play begins to change. And I want all those tables and tools and guidance and everything, but done in a very easy to read and low maths kind of environment. So yeah, I hope it becomes your game of choice because you're going to get a wealth of support material and information to keep it relevant and to keep it going.
So I just want to highlight anything like this. Can't stress enough when it's all from just 2 people. It's a different world than a clump of 5 creators or a tiny hut of 10. Yes, but I have to say, we have had so many fantastic supporters out there giving us a hand. I'm going to say, Jack, superb. Michael, thank you so much. The number of errors that Michael picked up, we're like, yeah, return. He's not going to. What do you mean? What? Oh. And yeah, it was. Thank you all. I mean, you've all helped us. All of the stuff Paladin Steve's done, AGP, he's done a lovely bit on Substack for us. I mean, thank you. I couldn't ask for more. All of you have been absolutely superb. Poor Paddy is busy working his fingers to the bone. He's actually doing a wonderful piece of artwork for us for the main book. And yes, Jack always reminds us that we never ask you guys to like the stream. So
yes,
you like the stream.
Please like the stream. Please like it, share it, and yes, do you know what, the support we have had from so many people, our acknowledgement. I'm sure we've missed people in there, and I do apologize if you've really helped us and you're not in there. Just drop us a message. But yeah, we try to thank everybody we could think of who has been part of this journey, who's allowed us to get to this position.
Look at this. Yeah, you've had enough now. You've had enough. But yeah, when I look at everybody who's been helping us, I don't think we'd be doing things like this stream. We certainly wouldn't be as visible on social media. Social media 12 months ago absolutely terrified the pants off me.
Yeah.
So, and how welcoming everybody's been in the community. I cannot stress this enough. You guys have been absolutely phenomenal. Oh, is this a
Look what we've got.
Look, we've got an Ian.
Hey Ian, thank you so much for your feedback. It was tremendous. I can't wait for you to run me again. I'm looking forward to that.
You see, Sinful, not only has he helped us by doing some read-throughs for us, he's also the architect of our character sheets on Roll20.
Yes.
So he worked his fingers to the bones getting that done, and he's done such a good job. I couldn't thank him any more than I have done. He's been absolutely superb, and he introduced me to Dean, so it's all his fault.
Yes, it is. And Jeff from Danker, yes, the bordering has worked great, and we have 2 shades of blue, one for the sort of player section and the darker blue to show when you're moving into the GM section. So it's working really well. I got to be honest, there's a lot of, and it's a certain style, but there's a lot of role play books where there's just chocked full of art, and the back page, the page itself is got a lot of artwork on it, and I've never been a big fan of that. You look at something like the 2nd edition
because you
handbook.
can't read.
Well, no, when the words get lost into art, and you've got all these squiggles, and I got enough of a problem with words dancing across the page without artwork getting in the way, and I never understood when this became a thing. I know in third kind of brought it in, and there may have been other systems, but before that, a lot of role play books were quite clean. The art was in certain places; it didn't get in the way of the text. So I just wanted to return to that. I needed to have something that was just great to read, digest, but also showed off the artwork. Yes.
Well,
do you know what? I just want more art.
I was wondering.
Yes.
Because we can watch that countdown, but would you like to bring it up on screen? I will stop sharing mine. We can skip back to mine. And you could share, and you can actually show everybody what they're going to get once it's available.
2 seconds.
Because we can go back to the countdown. But yes, very excited. And it's been a long journey. And today I was at work, and I finished off a pile of the website before work. Then I finished work, we had some tea, and then I was back finishing off the website. And then it decided to crash when I was updating it, didn't it, Dean?
It did. It did. Oh, we waited for about half an hour looking at the circle going, nah, something's gone wrong. It's not updating.
So yes, this is
If I
what it
pop us
looks
down there,
like. Yeah. Do you want to show some of the artwork through the book?
yes, I'm going to do that now. Just let me know. So of course the first bit, if we go through the map so this is one of the first pieces of art, which was Serena did this for us, the Watchtowers of Linchet. Very nice.
We've got some art there from that's Luke Eidenschink there.
Yeah.
We've got a new.
So of course this looks a little bit rough. This I need to get it finished off. We're going to put little lines across the back with the heights and stuff like that. But Lewis did these, and I think it's a great representation of the different races. I
Well,
like it.
we've actually got for the main book, we have this fully coloured,
Yes.
and it looks stunning, I have to say. Ah, you see, we had to pop in the picture of my paladin. That was Thea, when I played Thea in a 5th Ed campaign, and I actually had some art done for her by Welsh Dorian, and I absolutely adore that piece, and it's managed to get into the taster rules.
Oh, it has. It's such a beautiful piece. I couldn't leave it out, and it's a lovely size as well. You're looking. It's amazing how many times you end up with these little pockets of white space that you just want to pop something in, and having these small pieces of artwork is great.
Oh, we've got the piece there by Jacob. So that's
Oh, over
Jacob
here.
Kazia, yes.
Yeah, and then Jacob
Lovely,
also
and
did the
yes.
characters around here. Another piece by Luke. This
We've
is a
actually
small extract of a larger piece.
Yeah, we've actually got all of the characters. We've got a whole bunch of postcards. I'm going to start pulling together some sort of nice sort of giveaways with those, because we've got some beautiful coloured postcards with these on, and with lots of our artwork. So yes, we will make those available at the right time. Well, this is a
Yeah.
tavern piece by Luke.
Yes, the troubadour telling a tale, and the adventurers who are looking wounded and recovering from their recent expedition. And as a bonus, we are giving you, whilst everything is first level, the Master at Arms, we've given the full 20 levels to show what a class looks like in the basic edition. So, you know, I do like the Master at Arms. I think it's a solid class. I'd quite happily play one.
Ooh, look at this, Dean. Look what Vindictus said.
Ooh.
If you want, I can really help the graphic design details, fine-tune spacing, make the black and white art blue instead of grayscale would give it a true old school feel. Ooh, that
potentially
could be fun.
it would. Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of what I've done for. We got a video. It's waiting to go live. It talks about character creation in the basic edition. And I've got our artwork in the background, black and white artwork, but I put a blue kind of tint behind it to just lift it up. So yeah.
Hello. I
Ooh.
don't think hello. I'm going to get your name wrong because I'm always getting names wrong. And that's Amal, I believe. Lovely to see you. I'm glad you like it.
And of course, we got the gods and the god symbols. Lewis put them together, and then Luke's piece, that's the Lady Lucia driving away the Grimlocks from the Undercavern during the dark times of the Ashfall.
Oh,
And then,
yes.
I love these. I think on a book it will look really, really nice. And this is why the PDF is designed to be 2 pages on the side. When we send it to the printers, there'll be an inserted page to get the cover in the right place and to do that correctly. But this is like a nice spread. You kind of open up the book and you got this across the one page and then moving on to the other page. So hopefully that will look absolutely fantastic.
So, hey, Dean, do you have a single page quick reference for players to use at the table so we can all jump right into playtesting without everyone needing the full basic book open the first few weekends? Not right now, but it's on our to-do list, and we will be getting that done within the next I'd say within the next week it will be available, and we will pop the link to it out on the website. All right. So yes, we are. It was one of the things I wanted to finish off before we launched, and it was one of the things that just didn't quite get finished in time, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leave plenty of time. Hint number hint number 2, 3, 5, or whatever it is, leave plenty of time for those other bits and pieces you think of and go, oh, you know what we need? And that was exactly one of those things, and we just didn't quite get. Yes, and the Game
Yes.
Master scream.
I'm pulling that together. That will be out, and that will have all the reference stuff you need on it, so that you're not having to refer back to the book. And it's
It's Jamal.
Oh, Jamal.
Lovely to speak to you.
It's good to have you in the chat. I hope you're enjoying this, and it's not long now. Not long before you can grab it, and
26 minutes and 34, 33, 32 seconds.
Okay. And yes, going through, I love so I went back and forth on the XP because the first XP track we had was just these escalating numbers to replicate a kind of old school feel. And I realized all that was happening is when you advanced a level, your XP you received got multiplied up, and the XP you needed got multiplied up. So I just took the maths out of it, and the only XP that's kind of factored against your level is creature defeat. Otherwise, it's story advancements and role playing, quick thinking, and a quick tick-based system. So it's nice and easy to use. But when you defeat a monster, you just divide its XP by the total levels in the party, and that gives you your kind of XP. So no matter what level you are, that XP is always brought back to this needing 100 to gain a level. And I love it because it means every level you get 100 XP, bang, gain a level.
What he forgets to say, though, is he changed the XP and then didn't update it elsewhere.
Then
I was like, hang on a minute. So yes, that confused the hell out of me, because I'm like going, hang on a minute, he said 50 over here, but it says 100 over here. So yeah, this is the sort of trials that he sends me, guys.
I know. Ooh. I know.
Good news. I found them to be super helpful, as Jeremy jumps around systems every Saturday, helps us, but also allows us to berate him when he lies about mechanics.
Good. What we will do, Michael, is I will get a single page, because we don't actually have a great deal in mechanics. But it will be a very shorthand, a very kind of, just a matter of fact, this is what you do for the various things. Yeah, and I think it should work well. Where you get a lot of words is when you're having to describe. Yeah, no more changes. This is it now. This is until the advanced version.
No. Everybody, right? If you hear him saying he's going to make any changes,
just
need
slap
to help
me.
Tackle him down and beat him up, because quite frankly, there's no more changes. It works perfectly well. And the advanced edition is fantastic, and that'll be out next year. So yes,
that's it.
We've got a good 10 years.
The elegance of this basic edition, and it just reminds me so much of the red box set, and opening it and running. The combats we've had have been fantastic. The adventures we've run with this have just it's been smooth. From my side of the table running it, it's just been so easy, because I'm not having to worry about a lot of finicky or nuanced kind of rules. We just have this like streamlined mechanic running through, and an easy way to adjudicate things. But there we go. So lots of gear, and I mean lots of gear. So this is all in the first level. We're pretty much giving you access to all the gear. So lots of adventuring stuff. We got some kits, so you can harvest creatures. You kill an animal with leathers. You might be able to, with the skinning tools, grab those leathers and turn those leathers into something like armor.
Oh, poor Vindictor's tired. Kenneth's tired. I'm not surprised. It's late. It's 12:30 where you are. And again, we've got a lovely piece from Luke there. This is our one of our forests, isn't it?
Yes,
where this was harvesting the tree.
The serpent forest. So they're harvesting the tree for the special wood, the extraordinary wood from it. But of course, doing so disturbs the forest, and interlopers. Creatures will come in to drive off the interlopers, so defenses have to be quite strong. And you might lose a lumber camp or two, but the house who's funded this has made more than enough profit to just get another one set up. And so long as they don't lose a lumber camp too soon, it's fine.
I must admit, I think Luke did a fantastic job of this, and yeah, that's a piece of stock art. I don't like that one. So
It's
move
just
on.
a piece of stock art. The stock art stuff, it's
Can I just
Yeah.
highlight though Michael's idea, having the what are they called, the bits on the side of the page?
oh, the fake or false tabs, I think they're called, or
False
faux
tabs,
tabs.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking forward to. We're going to see how much it's going to cost to get some of them printed, so that we can actually see them printed and pull it all together. So I'll be looking forward to showing you that as soon as we get them.
Yeah. So of course, everything you need for adventuring, for early levels, which is nice. The distances, do you know what? This is one thing, and I know a lot of systems have started to move to this, but it made a
Night,
huge.
Kenneth.
Oh, good night, Kenneth. Thank you so much for popping in, and I hope you get a really good night's sleep. I know you've been very busy of late, and thank you so much for your support. So, yeah, distances. Having a word to describe the distance. Around the table, how much of a difference has that made, especially when we use theatre the mind combat?
Yeah.
And it kind of lifts you away from the numbers, lifts you away from the counting, and my precious crown is gone.
Oh. Very
Oh,
excitable.
he is very excitable. And I found that just to try and bring what I found in this journey is we've moved from a system which had a lot of kind of calculations and maths and stuff like that, even to the point where the in first spells had this, kind of the spell can be cast at 100 feet plus 10 feet per level and all the rest of it.
Yeah, we started off with that, didn't we?
We did. And bit by bit, I got rid of the stuff that gave me headaches, got rid of the stuff that just ground the game down, but replaced it with stuff that served the same purpose, but freed the mind away from maths and more into the situation, the story, the immersion. So, yeah,
That's a
I
boring
like the
page. You stopped
distances.
on a boring page.
I'm moving on. Okay, so yeah, a bit more stock art here, except for
But this is a
not
piece of
stock art.
Lewis. Yeah, this is from Lewis. We love this piece.
Oh, it is. It's the huge ogre with the orc and a couple of goblins looking down at the settlement. In fact, can I get that settlement a bit? There we go. Yeah. If only they knew what was in store.
Yes. Will there be some adventurers there to defend the town, Nadine? What do you reckon?
It looks quite well defended. I mean, it does look like it's stone, so that can they'll probably raid some of the outer farms. Probably not attack the settlement itself, but try and catch them by surprise and drag off some unsuspecting farmers. If the town sends out a couple of adventurers, then that could be worthy quarry for the orcs to slay and bring back and devour.
Definitely could be.
Yep. And then, of course, our spells and all the tier 1 spells on the divine and the arcane list are available in here. And I believe, how many was it? It was about 49, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Count.
I know. And again, Aether Missile's the one we've included the full how it would level with you, but the rest are locked to their first level only. So it gives you an idea of how powerful the spells can become, and the fact that early spells can still grow with you, but later spells might have better utility or a bigger area or have a status effect that's part of the spell.
Yeah, there was one thing as an absolutely love playing spellcasters, I absolutely hated was lower level spells just becoming basically null and void, and you only ever wanting to use your higher level spells, things not really sort of leveling with you, the magic sort of, it always just felt a bit lackluster to me. Whereas I'm pleased to say I absolutely love the fact that the way our spells level with you. It means a first level spell is as much use as a high level spell. And of course, because we don't have teleport and stuff like that, all of the spells are really useful. There's nought wrong with dragging off an unsuspecting farmer. Nought wrong.
Nought wrong indeed.
I detect somebody who's going to want to play our supplement. So you want to be the bad guys.
Yes. So you want to be the villain. So we won't have legend. We'll have villainy points instead.
Yes.
And you build up your villainy to eventually ascend to become a demon lord or something like that. It would be great. And here we see the change in the banners to show you're now leaving the player section and you're moving into the games master section.
Yep.
And again, some lovely work.
So there is, there's some additional information here. So we've expanded a bit, a little bit more in some of the different areas. So there's information given in the players area, but it's expanded and delved into a little bit more within the games master area. Basically trying to give you that feel for how you're going to run the game, how to adjudicate, stuff like that. Yeah, that's Dean earlier. Tim, yeah. Mwahaha.
Cough. Yes, that was. Oh dear.
Look, Cam wants to play. We are going to get to play soon.
Yes, definitely. And yes. So we put examples into the GMA section, and that was because sometimes a great example. Oh, we got Mildred. Good to see you here, Mildred. Thank you.
We have a Mildred in the chat. Lovely to see you, Mildred.
Sometimes an example is the best thing you can have to really understand how something works. And the mechanics aren't that complicated. Straightforward, I think Vicky wants me to say.
Yes.
But
he keeps wanting to say simple, and it's like, no, it's not simple.
They're not simple. There's a lot of depth you get with the mechanics in how you apply them and how you encourage your players to interact. So when it comes to things like skills and stuff like that, it's all about, your players might be trying to do something very difficult, but encouraging them to think of other ways potentially of reducing the difficulty of that task by doing other things to support the task. So things like you're climbing a cliff. 15 minutes. You're climbing a cliff and someone goes, well, I want to put in ropes. And then someone else goes, well, what if we try and do this pulley system and things like that to make it easier for the weaker people in the party to get up that cliff, or the people who aren't as strong or able to utilize their strength in a meaningful way.
So look at that. This game is further proof that you can make a ranger that doesn't suck. Absolutely. We love our rangers, don't we, Dean?
We do. And the character creation video we've got is making a ranger, elf ranger, but it shows off the full 20 levels of ranger, including the hunter mark they get at 2nd level, and a lot of the other stuff they get as they go up the levels. So it's a really good character creation video that shows off another one of the classes, full 20 levels.
In fact, rangers have got a special place in my heart. My first ever roleplay character, it was in a 2nd edition AD&D game, was a ranger called Kyra, and that was my first outing. And the first time, it was my first ever turn. You know what I did, guys? Well, what do I do? What do I do? That was literally my introduction to role playing. But you know what? I was playing with a great group. They explained it all to me, and that was it. I'm hooked, and I've been hooked ever since. So yeah, that was it mid-90s?
It was, yeah.
You were 80s, I was 90s.
But that said, I think that was a house ruled ranger, because I house ruled a lot of the 2nd edition stuff just to pump up some of the classes that were a little bit lackluster.
I didn't play a ranger with you first.
You didn't? I'm thinking Aliana. Aliana was a ranger, but that was 3rd, wasn't it?
That was 3rd. Yeah, my first ever ranger was in Tim's game. And there was 11 players, and it was at university. And yeah, it was great fun.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yes, we've got another piece there. The crystal lizards. The crystal lizards by Jacob there. I love that.
Yeah. An unusual creature, very difficult to fight unless you know their weaknesses. But that's great. I love creatures that have these unusual defenses, and you the first time you encounter them, it can be a difficult fight. But once you understand the way of tackling them, the fights become a lot easier. Yeah.
I do love rangers. And Mildred says, Ranger as written has been cursed since day one. You know something? So when we set out to do Destiny, Untold Destiny, we absolutely wanted to make sure that things like the Rangers got love, because we love Rangers and they've always been nerfed, never quite what they should be.
Crystal Lizards, Dark Souls. I don't know what you're on about. There was a little bit of influence there, but they are a creature in their own rights. Although there's a bit of inspiration taken from the larger Crystal Lizards of Dark Souls. Yeah.
Yeah, you have no idea how long I have spent when we've been putting together creatures, researching, because everything has a place in our world, has a reason for being. It's a Paddy. Hello, Paddy.
Hello.
Hello. You know something, Cyrus? You potentially could.
Potentially you could.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there's lots of different ways of actually tackling the crystal lizard, but you've got to get through the outer shell to hit the squishiness underneath.
Absolutely.
And it's always a challenge.
And we got a splattering of magic items. So to give you an understanding of the kind of items that the full book will have, and the various powers of those. So we got one superior, one in there, a couple of greaters, and a load of normals. So yeah, some good stuff. And background of Kisaya.
What's this? If I see a legally distinct Blight Town module, I'm bullying you over it.
Yes, I'll create a module where all you do is wade through poison with these small little creatures that fire poison darts at you, and you're constantly being poisoned. Yeah, that would be fun.
Haven't we got the beautiful forest of lucid dreams?
We do, yes, but that's not the same as Blighttown. Blighttown is one of the worst places ever. Yeah. And then we move on to creatures. As I say, 14 creatures here. From things like let's have a look, the gargoyle. I love the gargoyle and the ghoul. The ghoul is nasty. That paralyzing touch can, if you fail the resistance to it, it can kill your character, as Brass will attest. Yes, and we got the two goblins. Yeah, there's more goblins, but these are the kind of lowest of the low. They're level 1 grunts, so they got half the hit points of a level 1 creature, but they tend to swarm in numbers.
Look, poor Paddy's been working hard there. And Cam likes his boots. You always need a good pair of boots.
Yes.
Is there a poison swamp in the forest of lucid dreams?
There could be. There absolutely could be. And then we got the ogre and the orc warrior in here. And a superb artwork again by
Lewis, yeah.
By Lewis. The green ooze, and you will note with the green ooze that it is acidic and will eat metal gear, so you've got to be careful.
I'd just like to say that the Brass Drake has said it took those ghouls about 84 attempts before they got him.
84 attempts? Well, maybe, but I don't recall that. I'm sure Jack has something to say about that. I don't think it was 84 attempts. I think it was on the 2nd or 3rd round.
Yes, have a safe journey, Paddy.
Have a safe journey, Paddy.
Head out to your forest.
Yeah.
Not nasty forest, a nice forest.
Nice forest.
Yeah. Not the forest of lucid dreams. So yeah, there's our Syracuse. Oh, and I loved the Talos. The Shard of Talos is just awesome.
I know. We got two pictures of the Talos, and this is the one we're not using in the adventure, so I thought I'd pop it in here. The one in the adventure is more suited to the adventure in this big sort of vault. But the Shard of Talos is elite creature, fantastic. The adult wyvern was one of the kind of weaker of the dragon-like creatures. A formidable opponent.
Good luck with your interview there, Mildred. I hope it's great. And yes, you stay frosty too.
Stay frosty,
Mildred.
Coming along. Thank you.
Charging
in again. See, that's my recollection of what happened.
Oh, bless.
I know. And yes, we got our Appendix N, the works that inspired us to create Untold Destiny, mostly the fantasy side, but also some of the sci-fi stuff as well, and the inspirational artists. And then at the very end, where would you be without character sheets? Although we will have a standalone PDF character sheet, form fillable. The only thing I did realize is the fields might not be in order. And that's something I'm going to be looking at when I get a bit of time, is just to reorder the tabs so that it makes a bit more logical sense. But otherwise, perfectly great as a character sheet. And we have some pre-generated as well.
Yeah, so pre-gens if you want to just get rolling. So everything that you need there, and it will be available to you in 6 minutes and 19 seconds.
Yeah.
We're sort of cheating though, aren't we, Dean? Are we
We
going to
are cheating.
confess?
We are cheating. just a little bit. You want to confess now?
Yeah,
I got a
think there's
confession to make. Yes.
No,
Ah,
don't! No!
wait. There we go. So
Put me back
what
on the
is...
bottom. I don't like being at the top.
Yeah.
This is, that's better.
I'm not going there. I'm not going to say that. Tops and bottoms. No, we're not going there.
No, we're not going there. No. You and your mind, young man. Right. I'm glad you like it, Louise. It's been an awful lot of hard work. It's been a long time coming, far longer than we wanted it to be, but we're here and it's ready. Now, as I said, we've got the adventure will be coming out at the end of July. So we're going to talk to you all again. Yeah, he's in the next stream. Yeah. I know it's 5 minutes and 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exactly 5 minutes. There we go. So yeah, the confession that we're making is that in our journey to make sure that everything was ready for tonight, we had to sort of update the website, and Dean had to update Drive-Thru-RPG. And we didn't know how long it was going to take to be approved on Drive-Thru-RPG.
Yeah, I'm still on an unverified account, which means because I'm fairly new and I've only uploaded a few things, I have to submit, and it takes 3 to 5 business days for that work to be confirmed as being suitable, and then it's made live. What happened? I submitted it on Monday, and today at what time?
18:26 precisely.
It became live. So the rules have been available on Drive-Thru-RPG since about 4 or 5 hours ago, and on our website.
Well, after the sort of semi-disaster of it crashing, I decided when we were testing all the links, we decided to leave it there, because I was like, well, if I take it all away and then we have the same problem with the website. So technically they have been available since after I finished work tonight and finished off the website. But we have done a bit of a rejig. I know. But we wanted a party, didn't we, Dee?
We wanted a party, and yes. So, Vicky, you were midway through saying something. I don't want to interrupt you. Off you go.
But we've also done, and I've look at this. We've basically revamped our collaboration corner. I've got a few more things to add, but if you see here, so all of you lovely supporters that we have, all of these links will go through to your links, as we've said before. So you've got all of this here, and all of the games that we have promoted via our Indie Game Spotlight. I've got a couple more to add, but this is the format we're going for. So you can see what we're working on there. anybody who does an indie game spotlight with us will go up on here. We've been doing this, we've had it on there right from the very beginning, haven't we, Dean?
Yeah.
But what I've done is I've tidied it up, I've made it look a bit more professional, and I must admit I'm really pleased with the look. So if you do need to go and get your Rutigers, or you want to go and have a look for some dystopian Jawn, or protect humanity using dropship, you can go to the different sites directly from here, and we do this for anybody with our indie game spotlight. So all of that will be there. Look, got our latest one. This one is the one that's out
coming out on Thursday. Yeah,
is Catharsis
Alloyed RPG.
Yes. And of course we had the amazing Mercs, Mages and Monsters from Bad Toads, which is on there now. It's fantastic. If you haven't watched the video, give it a watch.
It's
I
as
love
good as
talking to them.
It's as good as Goblin Piss Paste.
You just love that.
I do. Like... I do. I love that.
So,
anyway,
heading back.
So, if you want to grab those rules, Linkworks can confirm. Brilliant. They're available now.
But not really. 3 minutes.
3 minutes. You can click on the link. You can get access. So it's a Google link. There's a download button. Just hit the download. You get the PDF, or jump onto the drive-through RPG. What
and extra character sheets as well. Should you want sheets. Them?
Drive-through has everything you need. What I will ask is that if you could do the drive-through and leave a review, that will help to just excite the algorithm there and push the rules up in their search, and to make them a bit more visible. Yes, tomorrow can confirm. Tomorrow it's a extra special talking in the library with Jack. I'm really looking forward to that. So if you want to hear a lot more about Untold Destiny, and I'm looking forward to what Jack has to say. So
yes,
that will be fun. Tomorrow. That will be a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to that. But otherwise, yes, it's now the official launch. You can get hold of it. We got the countdown going now
and the next
for the adventure.
Yeah. Yes. So guys, thank you all so much. We are so excited. We have let's watch the countdown. Yay!
Ooh. Oh, I'm exhausted.
But you know something, guys, one of the other things we have to ask you for is, we are not going to get offended if you want to give us some feedback, if there's something that doesn't quite work for you. This is all about us making the product as good as we can now, up so that when we go live in October with the full book, that we have it absolutely. I will allow Dean to make some changes should it be decided that we get enough feedback that indicates something does need to change. We're open to that. I will open up Dean's "you're allowed to tweak things" window briefly for him to do that, because we want the game to be right. We want it to give you guys exactly what we see with it, which is it's awesome fun to be rolling. So get your Untold Destiny Basic Edition first level taster now. Give us that feedback, and can I just thank you all for your support, because you have all been absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and don't forget, let anybody you know about it. I'm hoping you'll grab your friends, get them around the table, and run a game for them, or play. Yeah. So
keep playing.
Just keep playing, keep rolling, just keep enjoying yourself. The game is all about just having fun around that table. It's all about capturing that old classic feel of the early days, the classic days of role play, but in a very slick, straightforward, mechanical way. And it's, as Jack was saying earlier, it's modular. It's built in a way that it can be adapted to any homebrew worlds you have. And of course, we've got Kaseya. So when the adventure comes out, that's going to start to shed a lot more light on the world of Kaseya, and what a dangerous, vast world that is, and how much fun you can have there as well.
and we have our next countdown is
Yes.
operational 27 days, 23 hours and 57 minutes. We will be launching the adventure. I'm quite sure that gives us an excuse for another party, doesn't it, Dean?
It will at that time, yes.
Yeah, so again, this will be the whole of this part of the adventure. Dean keeps thinking I'm going to give away the whole module, or that people think it's a module. No, but it is a really solid amount of adventuring time that you have via this adventure.
Yeah, I think it's about four to 6 sessions, depending on how long your sessions are.
Yeah.
So it's a good bit of content in there, and it's a fun dungeon romp and exploring, uncovering the secrets of the dungeon. So yeah, and it kind of sets up the style of the campaign from that point on. So when we do the full box set, it will just be a magnificent sort of levels 1 to 8 kind of adventure that will be part of a trilogy going forward.
So as I said, and I've said this before and I will say it again, we are not just putting a game out there, dumping it and then going off to do something completely different. Untold Destiny has a life. Once we've got this adventure out there, we will be working on the rest of that adventure. We will be working on the Untold Destiny Advanced, okay, which will be out next year. So we're planning for October, around the same sort of time, October next year, for the full advanced, which means we'll be getting out a first level sort of taster for that as well. So we've got that in the pipeline. Then we've got the Kaseya campaign book that the year after, plus more of the adventures. So I think we've already got a good sort of 10 years worth of stuff that we've got in the pipeline,
and
including
of course
the sci-fi version.
Yeah. And one thing I will be doing is putting together a kind of a couple of pages of classical races. So if you got a homebrew and you want the more classical hobbits and halflings, not hobbits, halflings, obviously, halflings and gnomes and stuff like that, it'll be how they could be represented in Untold Destiny. So you can pick that up and use that in your own homebrew. So we'll be having bits and pieces like that, conversions from 5e across, and also making sure the compatibility between basic and advanced is there. So if you love playing the advanced system, you can pick up a basic book like the Monster Compendium and use all the creatures in there in the basic setting, and vice versa. You can pick up a basic module and run it as an advanced setting. So it's, yeah, the advanced is your characters get a lot more options, and I mean a lot more options when it comes to designing them and building them together and making them interesting and molding them into what you want, whereas basic is designed to get you up and running and adventuring fairly quickly. So horses for courses, and they're both going to be absolutely fun systems. I think the basic one so far, Vicky was skeptical when I did this, and I ran a few play tests, and I think she was having a lot of fun around the table.
It's fun, but you know me, I like to spend my time building my characters. I like to, this sort of doing a quick characters. I like to cogitate. I like to get it just so. I like to spend time on my characters. So yeah.
On drive-through, you have to wait before you can leave a review. So I think it's to stop any bots just downloading and leaving reviews. So yeah. Right.
I would also like to highlight, Jefframs downloaded it, yay. I'd also like to highlight, guys, if you've not joined the Indie Game Guild on Discord, then please do. There's lots of people there with games or supporters of games, and it's growing. It's growing a bit at a time. I did chuckle the other day that we actually managed to hit 200 on the Indie Game Guild on X, even though allegedly communities have been removed, but they're still not, and we're still using them. So I will keep on using it until such time as they drag it out of my little paws. So yeah, that's going well, but the Discord is growing. It's great. I am a dirty power gamer. You're absolutely right.
Yes,
No, I'm
definitely.
not actually. I'm not. Dean will attest to the
No,
fact
you're
that I'm
not.
not. I typically get an idea of the character I want before I build it. And I normally then try and get as close to my vision as I can. And it's not always about power. It's not always about power.
Mm.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought
all
I'd
good
pop
fun.
our website into the
That's a jolly good
into
idea,
the
wasn't
chat for
it?
anybody who doesn't know where it is. It's over there.
Yes, so that's our website. Have a look around. As I said, I'm still adding in because I got a bit far behind on the indie game spotlight. I have got a few more to add. I will be finishing that off over the next few days. But please, any sort of feedback on anything, including things like the website, is gratefully received. Kenneth actually helped me out quite a bit with some design tips and stuff like that. And I have to say, considering what our original website was
Oh
like,
God, it was awful.
which is awful, I'm really quite pleased with it now. And we can look after it ourselves, which I think makes such a difference. That is another tip I'm going to give for anybody who is doing their own stuff. Make sure you can update your own website. Otherwise, you will hemorrhage money, which is what we did. And it was never up to date. And it wasn't what we wanted at the end. But it's only over time if we actually learned what we wanted. And I think that's just one of those things, isn't it, Dean?
It is. There's a lot of people which will make it sound terrifying, like you're not able to do it and need to hire them to do it. And all I would say is just try yourself. It might feel scary to begin with, but you just try. The only thing you got to lose is a bit of time if it doesn't work out. But if it does, you save a lot of money and you get a lot more control. And then it just feels so much better being able to, like we did over the last few days. Vicky was hard at work. What time were you up this morning? What time?
It was 3.
3 o'clock. 3 o'clock in the morning. She was up to. I woke up. I went to the toilet. I was going back to bed, blurry-eyed, about to fall back to sleep, and she was talking to me, wide awake, and I'm like, nope, nope.
Well, it's because we realised. So just before we went to bed, Dean went, "We forgot to explain the attributes in the book."
Yes. Mm.
Right. And I'm like, so I woke up in the middle of the night going, but that means no, I can't let Dean use this, because if it's not edited, it will not be right. So I had to take what he'd written for the advanced, turn it into the basic, and then edit it ready for the book. And so when he got up this morning, it was all ready to just be formatted into the layout, and I just couldn't leave it. I knew it wasn't right, so I had to fix it.
I know, but I couldn't believe we'd got this far, and I looked at it and I went, we forgot to describe what the attributes actually do. We mentioned them,
it was
but we
Ian.
don't
It was
actually
Ian.
describe them. Yes,
Ian
it was Ian.
basically said, "What about your attribute descriptions?" We both sat there and we went,
"Ah, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. We've written that for the advanced. We didn't put it in the basic, did we?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, we stripped it out." And I'm like, "Oh." And that was last night in bed, so that was it. Then I just couldn't sleep.
It was. But for most people, they'll see the attributes and they'll know if you come from a role playing background.
We've added it in now. We've added it in.
It is for anybody new coming in.
But look at this. Michael said, "Do I roll my stats prior to creating my vision, or am I cheat re-roller until I get my magic user?" So we always use the 4d6 drop the lowest. And Dean always gives us a target of you have to get these many attributes, and otherwise you re-roll.
So I use the optional re-roll. You've gotten this. So if you don't get 2 14s or higher, you got an option to re-roll. So you in the kind of style of game I run is a hero-based game. So you're playing people who are above average. So if you just get unlucky on your rolls, you just get to re-roll. You do sometimes. Oh god, sometimes Vicky will be like rolling 6, 7, 8, 9 times before she gets something that's kind of okay. And then we got a friend called Owen who just first roll and it's 18s across the board.
But I have a confession to make. I do sulk if I don't get the stats I
You
want.
do. Oh god. It's,
I do.
yeah.
I do sulk. I do. And I've got a lot better now at handling it when I can actually cope with not having the stats that I wanted. But one of the things I do love with Untold Destiny is it's how skilled you are that actually makes the biggest difference. So if you have got a low attribute, it's a bit of a pain, but it doesn't stop your character. So if you're playing a spellcaster, you can actually play a really good spellcaster.
Yeah. And Kane, it's lovely to see you in the chat.
Lovely to see you in the chat, and thank you for coming along.
And
So it wouldn't necessarily be a Cthulhu book, Jeffrem, but I'm going to say this: if you watch Business Unusual, which is the playtest we did, and you can see how Untold Destiny went from quite clunky to being a lot less clunky in that journey through Business Unusual. We actually did use a lot of eldritch horror in that campaign, didn't we?
we did,
So
yeah.
there are eldritch creatures, but I wouldn't call it a Cthulhu book because we don't have stuff like the sanity mechanic that you get with Cthulhu. I think that's about fair. However, there would be nothing stopping you using Untold Destiny for a Cthulhu-like, and you could add in quite easily a sort of sanity mechanic. It would link in quite nicely with stamina,
with the
wouldn't
modular
it?
nature of the system, you can easily just add a sanity meter or score or something like that and mechanic, and it would work perfectly well. So yes, but we are one of the creature types we got is Eldritch, and they play on the Call of Cthulhu kind of mythos, but not directly. They're very, very different at the same time.
And of course, challenging character stats can make a great RPG, and absolutely agree with you there.
Yeah.
I've actually found that I quite enjoy playing it, and as Paladin Steve can attest.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Absolutely.
What can I say?
And this is
Steve?
this is what I love about rolling stats, especially the way that we represent it. You could get some, 3 amazing stats and then get a couple of really bad ones.
And
And
you've
you're
got
locked
to
in. You
use
have
them.
you got to use them. But you'll find, as Vicky said, it's more how skilled you are at utilizing the stats that make the difference, and then the value themselves are the icing on the cake. So you can be a strong. You can have an 18 strength, which I believe is a +8.
Yeah, +8.
An 18 strength. But if you're only rolling 1d20, yeah, you need a 12 or higher to succeed most tests. But someone with an average strength but a lot more training, 3 dice, would probably have a better chance of utilizing their strength. And I always use the example of it's a video I saw where you had all the big bodybuilders and they're trying to lift up these bags of concrete and failing completely. They lift up a couple and that's it. And you get the small guy come along and he just hefts up a load and goes walking off as though it's nothing. And it's that training versus strength. Strength, you can achieve stuff, but training, you can utilize what strength you have in a more meaningful way.
And I do understand what Cam's saying here because, yeah, I'm a bumbling idiot in the real world, but I quite like my fantasy where I am heroic and capable and I can do stuff, which is always nice. So, yes, I know exactly where you're coming from there, Cam. But yes, it's so exciting. And the fact that you guys are with us right here now at the beginning of this journey is just superb. Make sure you give us feedback. Make sure that you roll those dice.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you will fall in love with it as much as we have. The multi D20 system is superb, and the reaction system just none of this phones at the table, because you're watching what happens, you're working together, and it does make a massive difference. it's got rid of all of the things that I hated from certain other games that we've played in the past. But that's what we set out to do, create a game we wanted to play.
Yeah. And this definitely is. It's I can't wait to get a proper campaign back up and running with a regular group, because this is the ideal system, and I can't wait to run that. In the meantime, however, I am flagging now.
I can tell.
It's been a long day.
You're starting to go, wow, wow. Some of us were up at what time in the morning, Dean?
3 o'clock. Was that a cat? Oh my God.
Really?
Is she climbing up your back?
Yes.
Wow, I've never seen that before.
Come on, what you doing, darling? She wants to come up. Hang on. She wants to say hello to everybody. Come on. What you doing, babes? Come on. Come on. Yes, I know you're beautiful.
That's very true. That's why we do fantasy games. We just want to escape the real world for a bit, become people that we wouldn't normally be able to do.
Yeah. It is. It's the wonderful, there's nothing better than your imagination. Yes, it has been a labor of love, and no, stop headbutting my microphone, really. It's your daughter. But yeah.
There you go. The other part of that. There we go. Oh my God. Tail flapping away now. Do you know what? You're probably not wrong. We've only fed them, given them crunchies, but they're still going to be hungry and wanting more.
She's not only had treats, she's trying to put me to bed.
She is. And like, thank you so much, Tim. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Well, the cat isn't the only one trying to put you to bed. I know it's a little bit earlier than we would normally finish, but I am flagging. You're probably flagging. The momentous launch has left me drained and needing sleep before I start this all over again in the mornings with a long list of other stuff.
You're going to be joining Jack tomorrow, aren't you?
I'm going to be joining Jack, the Lost Law Scholar, and we are appearing on Paddy's Parlour, are we not, tomorrow?
We are tomorrow. Well, for us, it's tomorrow. I get all the dates
No, for
confused.
us, it will be Thursday morning. But for everybody who matters in the US, it'll be Wednesday.
Yes. So yes, we have got lots. And do not forget that Paddy has his wonderful shop open, and I've forgotten to put the link out again.
Thank you.
So the shop there, if you put in EV10, then you will get 10% off, and it also helps us out because Paddy's doing some awesome artwork for us. Look, guys, I think that both Dean and I are absolutely flagging. I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
And you're quite right. Jack and Vixen are absolute sweethearts.
Yes, they are. And the support, well, there we go. The support we've had of both of them has been incredible.
It has.
Yeah.
I couldn't ask for better. Yes, Paddy's great.
Yeah,
everybody we have here in this stream and around on X and the different platforms, something, you've really helped. When it gets Thursday night for you, right? It's Thursday night for Michael.
Thursday night.
Have you put the wrong time in the diary?
I might have put the wrong time, but that's fine. That means, yes, I will double check. I will make sure we got the right dates. I was going on the times you gave me, Vicky. So
I see.
If
now
there is something wrong here. A good, yes. I'm not going to blame my wife. Do not worry. It's probably my fault. I messed up somewhere. I will apologize, and we shall look at our diary of doom and make sure.
I know it's me who's I know it's me who wrote it in the diary of doom, so I can't get away with that one. I'm afraid, Dean. It's definitely me because I wrote it in pen. I wrote it in fountain pen, so therefore the likelihood, and as you can't write in cursive.
No, I can't.
And it'll be written in the diary in cursive.
Yes, it'll be the third for us. Yeah.
We're looking forward to it.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I do believe that somebody has said he's going to give us hell. That'll be good fun. Ooh, you're now cleric on Dungeon Delver's Friday game. Oh, that's exciting.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, we don't have any big healing magics, do we? We have a little bit,
No, we
but
don't.
not much.
No, clerics just get to do what their god stuff wants them to do. So you can support the party if you want, or you can just go wading in and smiting evil wherever it may be. Yeah.
Yes, it's all good fun. Anyway, with that, I think Lily has decided that we're going to bed, or she's going to claw. I've got. What do you think, guys, of my nice new? I have my very own blanket fort. It's fantastic.
It's lovely.
It's great. It basically, I pull all the curtains around my desk, and it's like I've got my own little place away from everything. The only thing is the cats really like it too.
Yes.
It is, and it dampens some of the noise as well. So it means I can't hear Dean coming through the door. But yes, we've got their thermal and sound dampening curtains. And it hides all my rubbish where I've just dumped it on all of the tables behind. And we don't have to wheel in the silly little thing anymore.
No, we don't. Yeah, if we drew the curtains back, have you seen a film called Fifth Element? A fantastic film. And if you have, and you are Meat Popsicle, you remember the airport and the garbage that was in the airport. Imagine that by drawing back the curtains and just having that sea of garbage right the way up the walls, and so that's what we're hiding.
So allegedly, Advanced Edition should have a note under lightning bolt that disallows Canic to select it unless she's an evil alignment. Ooh,
interesting.
That's interesting. Do I detect something going on here? Has somebody upset somebody? Is lightning bolt being used for nefarious purposes? It's all very exciting. So yes, it's completely enclosed. She'll get the party otherwise. Yeah, it absolutely encloses my desk now. It's fantastic, and all I need to do to get ready after the stream is to open the curtains. It's fab.
Right. Anyway,
it's time.
Thank you so much. It is time.
Thank you all for joining us tonight for our epic party without any alcohol. And it's time now, Dean, for you to say goodbye.
Goodbye. And time for you to say goodbye, Vicky.
No, I'm not going to. I'm just going to stay here and chat to my friends all night.
Oh, I'm logging off.
No, it's time for bed. Guys, thank you so much. Good night and farewell.
Good night.
I want to know what happens with all of the lightning bolts.
Well, jeez. I'm going to hit the thank you for watching scene, okay?
Okay, that's fine. You better do it because I won't. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.